God laugh, come up with a well-developed plan. Last night's mix-up about the Dave Meltzers is classic. And as always, I believe that the universe unravels things for me, and when things don't go the way that I plan or want them to be, they actually end up better because I live in a world of more than enough. I really want people to focus in on this idea of living in a world of more than enough and the unraveling of mix-ups. So what I'd like you to do is if you can reach out to me and tell me your biggest mix-up and how it turned into something really great, I'm going to send out books and a special prize for the best mix-up with the best ending. I really appreciate that. Things are happening for us here at the Super Bowl. I'm going to give you the inside look at how the Super Bowl works, from Radio Row to how true parties work and how the gifting works and sponsorship and the pressures, how you get the right housing to look into things early, reservations, on the best inside VIP list, and how business and business development is done at the Super Bowl. It's amazing to me how many people avoid helping. And that's really, truly the essence of what business is that they get a phone call, an email, a text of someone, and the amount of time that they take rolling their eyes, and going, oh, this guy's bothering me, I can't help him, or this guy's crazy, or this woman does it. It's like, just, if you called them back and took 4 minutes to help them, it would exponentially help you. And it is mind-boggling to me how many people miss opportunities because they project some sort of opinion, judgment, or condition upon an opportunity just because someone's reaching out in a way. And it's okay to tell someone that you can't help them, but just be efficient, effective. Use the 5-20 rule. Everybody has 5 minutes. You waste 5 minutes all the time. I was ordering lunch and I helped somebody, and he certainly appreciated it. And guess what? I'm still waiting for the waitress. And in the past, I would have been the guy going, oh, I would have went on and for 4 or 5 minutes about this guy's bothering me instead of just helping him and still waiting to order lunch. It's crazy. Use the 5-20 rule. Do it now and help people. Be of service. So one of the new layers of learning, like every year I learn something new, is like, why not pay to have a scout team, right? Or I have 12 employees here with me. Why aren't I having them come and scout out Radio Row, which is inside experience that most people don't know about anyway. Why don't I have everything scouted out beforehand and send someone over the day before, talk to people, see exactly where to go. We could save so much time, efficiency, and effectiveness. I've been doing this 20 years, still learning better ways to do things.
Meltzer.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
How you been?
Awesome. Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
What are you guys up to?
We're about to do a piece with Spice Adams.
Oh, right
from
on.
The Bears. Just doing pilot episodes. I'm doing 6 pilot episodes with NBC Sports Chicago.
Oh, awesome.
So tomorrow I got a loaded day, but today I'm just leaving late.
Nice. Well, let me know if you guys want to get something. I see all of the different entities in the stage, and I think if more people would understand that it's just content, and the future of eSport will show you that it's content, as you see these stadiums really trying to provide an experience, but the real experience is how can we capture the content and distribute to the 3.2 billion people on the internet.
Eagles and Patriots, I just want to remind you, it is New England Sports Network. Do you have any rooting interest in this game?
I do. I'm a huge Tom Brady fan.
All right.
And Junior Seau played for the New England Patriots. Rodney Harrison. I'm a Charger fan at heart. Okay. Which makes it easy to root for the Patriots because they always go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yes, Tom Brady to me is the greatest quarterback. And I'm a partner with a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he punches me when I say this, but Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
All right, well, there you have it. You're going to have a lot of fans in New England now, but
they're going to win by a lot, too.
Dave, thanks so much for joining us.
A TV will be seen as something that you play digital content on.
Well, I mean, we're almost there now.
Yeah, of course. And so you absolutely, and you can see every award show, you could see who's winning the awards. And it was shocking the first year that Netflix won an award, or then Amazon.
And now that's all the awards.
Exactly, because the content is killer. And killer content exists. I always used Walt Disney as an example because he's the icon of entertainment. Imagine going bankrupt and coming out and saying, well, I have an idea about a kingdom about a mouse. Well, he created really great content, black and white content, that now today is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's shown in amusement parks, it's shown on movies, it's shown in TV.
It's a part of the lexicon.
Go look up on YouTube how many hits Mickey Mouse Clubhouse gets. 400 million views, right? We think that's old, like it's old. No, it still works. It's just on a different place to get it.
Sales is identifying somebody's need and helping them fill that need.
Yeah, shifting the paradigm of value. So I used to wake up every morning and figure out how I can make money, and I totally shifted that. You know, I've made a lot of money and lost it. We went through that all the time. But where my life changed was when I realized, number one, I wake up and ask myself, I hope God puts 10 people in front of me I can help. In every situation, all I do, and this is how Gary and I got so close, is I said, what can I do for you? How can I be of service? And that's really my new sales pitch, and it's not a pitch. It's literally, if I can ask what I can do for you, how I can provide value, the universe has to fulfill the void that I'm creating. Yeah. And I trust it, and then I'm going to go, but balance.
Balance.
As young people think that balance means, you know, for me, I balance 4 things: my personal values, health, character, integrity, my experiential values, like all the things that I learned, so growing, learning, studying, giving values, what I do for others, and receiving values. That doesn't mean that at 27 you can't take a whole year and give 90% towards one of your values, because over a lifetime, because too many people think in linear time frame that you're supposed to be balanced every day, 25, 20, bullshit. You'll never be successful. Sometimes you need, like for me, I'm in a stage of my life, I focus 80% of my time on giving. But that doesn't make sense for a guy 27. Right? When you have a lot, you should be in receiving, and your health should always be a priority. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, good.
Thank you, buddy. And you guys believed in me. I don't know if you remember, it was years ago.
Absolutely.
Right? And since then, it's like, wow, all those things I dreamed about, you know, people like call me to give me interviews, and then you walk around, it's like, hey, that's Dave Meltzer. And meanwhile, you guys, let's admit, you're like, who the heck is this guy?
No. So here's what happened. So the very first year they offered you up, we said, we don't know who that is. And then we had you on, we're like, dude, this guy's badass. So now when before they even say Meltzer, they say Mel, we go, and we love Dave, because you're a good interview.
Oh, awesome, man. Well, we got a lot going on, and I just wanted to say I really appreciate you too. When I think about building my brand and guys who resonate with what I was saying, it just gave me encouragement. Just the fact that, like, it was, to me, really validating when you're on a show with 2 guys that you really like, and it wasn't like a favor. It was like, dude, this guy's a good, and you really afterwards encouraged me, going, you can come on anytime you want. It gave me a lot of confidence to do what I do.
We were talking about this the other night, just the way the mentality of newspapers, because they're like, well, that's not going to affect us, and we're not going to mess with that. We don't know how to monetize it, and then they just got eaten alive.
Yeah.
And it's because of a closed-mindedness, whereas to succeed in the new world, you have to be open-minded to all these different things that are going on and figure it out on the fly.
And I think the nuance that's made me even more successful was that I still appreciate the traditional stuff, radio, TV, print. But what I do, if you notice, the camera's behind us. And so I'm constantly repurposing and putting into perpetuity this interview. So I'll give you an example. I was on Barstool this morning with David Portnoy.
Yeah.
Right? Another one of probably your guys, right?
Yeah.
When I'm on that interview, it's worth 100 in here. Right? My phone's blowing up. People are like, oh my God, I love Barstool, these guys. But the more interesting thing is I could take this show now and this interview, which I couldn't do years ago, and when I post it, now I'm driving traffic and building your brands and mine together. I'm at Super Bowl 52, my 20th Super Bowl, and one of my favorite things to do is walk Radio Row, as many interviews as I can get, to elevate awareness and profile and all the different ventures that give back to charity. It's truly an insider's game at the Super Bowl. It's a situational knowledge that unravels. Even this year I found kind of a new idea that I should do, which is scouting it out. This is a big place. This is the smallest Radio Row we've had in 20 years, but yet it's really important to understand, you know, where and what you're trying to get out of it with this new content, creating content beyond the interviews that we have at Radio Row. You get to see the biggest stars like Michael Irvin, all the Hall of Famers that are here, Michael Haynes, down to just the insiders in the industry like Leigh Steinberg, and giving you the inside of the Alex Smith deal that's going on, who was, of course, one of my mentors. It's so important to really understand, be more interested than interesting. If you don't know the inside of an event, if you don't know the inside of the business of the event, then find someone that does and be more interested, including me. I found out this year, you know what, I've been here, why don't I pay someone to go scout out what's going on so I know the locations, who's actually here, where they're at, all the things that can create efficient, effective, statistical success in what we're trying to achieve. One of my favorite places, I'll be here 3 days, Radio Row, here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the Mall of America.